What's going on, everybody? This is episode 22 of the Creased Podcast. My name's Trey. What's up, Kasita? What's going on?
Chilling. What's going on, man? It's episode 22, Creased Podcast. Welcome back, everyone.
Shout out to that Astros shirt you got on, bro.
Oh, yeah, you know it. Got to rep the hometown team. That's a squad in them. Shout out Correa. Shout out Altuve. Michael Brantley, my uncle. Alex Bregman, my cousin. The whole team.
Big facts. I'm with it. Yeah, so we really appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all watching last week's episode 21, Awakening. It actually did pretty good compared to the last few episodes. We really appreciate y'all tuning in, following, commenting on some of the stuff. Y'all actually participated in the we got a few votes on the kick of the day last week, so that was much appreciated. So y'all keep following, and we're going to keep bringing you content. So episode 22, anything on your L meter this week, my man?
Nah, definitely not. It was a quiet weekend, man. I enjoyed saving the money. I know Sneakers was going to dish out those L's anyway, so better keep the money in my pocket than, try to get an L.
Feel that. No, I mean, there wasn't much. We talked about a bunch of stuff last week, but as far as things I tried for, I did see that the Russell Westbrook pack did sell out, though, for $425. So, I didn't try for it, though. The only thing I would say I put in a lot of raffles for and once again struck out, of course, 350s, bro. And, it's getting to the point where it's like, if you fill out 25 raffles and don't get one and they want to make them for everybody, it's just ridiculous. So that shot my L meter up for the week, but there wasn't a ton that was even tried for, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, if you weren't going for the carbons that was it, honestly, the carbons, because nobody wanted that Russell Westbrook track. The shit was trash. So, yeah. Big
All right.
But let's talk about what we do have. What you got up, Trey?
All right, so I can go first. Yeah, so my kick of the day is 2013 Jordan 5 Laney. As everyone knows, it's Michael Jordan's high school colorway. I really like this shoe. One thing I've been getting grief for years and years is I just don't wear it. It's an amazing shoe. I love it very much. I just don't know why I've never worn it. To be honest, I don't know if I'd never come up on a fit for it or whatever. But we've taken some pictures of them and stuff. They're already yellowing, as you can see there. And I've really never got a ton of great wears at them, but I will for sure. One thing I love about this is the black inner lining. It's one thing you don't see. It's one thing you don't see very often on a primarily white upper. Like when it's all white like this, usually you get a white insole as well. So I do enjoy being able to wear all black Nike socks on the inside of these. But yeah, this is my shoe for this week. 2013 Laney 5. Yes, sir.
Always a fire shoe. Yes, I'm the one who gasses you up about wearing that shoe. Man, since you've had them, you've never worn them, and it just baffles me. I never seen a fit with it, but man, what was it? It was last Kicksmas. I was gifted my own pair by none other than Mr. Laney himself, Trey Treasy. So I do appreciate mine. Mine are also still on ice as well, but soon come will be the day that I actually get to wear them.
Yeah, funny story because just a quick side note, but we were doing the exchange and everything, and you thought I'd given you my pair, which was so funny. Oh man, because you always give me shit for not wearing them. So the fact that you thought that they were my pair is reasonable.
Well, I mean, it's we give DS pairs all the time. So I was like, I wouldn't mind, a DS pair out of a collection or brand new off of a resale market. So I wouldn't mind either way. But I just had to verify for myself. I was like, dang, is he giving me a piece of his collection or did he really go out his way and buy me a pair of Laney 5s? So I was like, that's tight.
That would be the only reason it would be a major mishap happened that I would give you have to give you something out of my own collection. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy going out and buying it and doing the whole process of if it's a gift, bro, I don't want to have to pull something out of my own collection. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So
I mean, your collection ain't bad, bro. I wouldn't mind taking something out of your collection.
It's just I built my collection. Why would I want to give somebody else parts of my own collection? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta make a gift real quick. Sometimes that's how it is.
That's what I'm saying. For sure. What you got, bro?
Oh man, I'm gonna go something more recent, something that y'all might have saw it on the Instagram story today. I was wearing these, but these are the Nike Champs Colors Nike Dunk lows. These released back in June. These were actually the only dunks that released on time during that whole pack. Did do a lace swap on them. They came with navy installed and then orange in a bag. And I took them out for white laces because I think the white accents it a little bit better in my opinion. Also makes great for Astros colors, so that's why I like them a lot. We did do a mail call video on these, so if you need more detailed looks about these, you can definitely go peep that out. But yeah, man, I just love this. This is a nice pair of Dunk Lows. Not my first pair, but you know these are a great pair. I love this pair a lot. The leather is really great. Um, all the accents are really great too. The yellow, you know, it goes great with a World Series championship. Whenever your team, it definitely gets that. You know what I'm saying? So,
When you're wearing 2017 World Series Astros gear, is that when you're referring to?
I mean, I could be wearing 2020 Astros World Championship gear here in a little bit, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, man, those things are great, man. I love them. I got a lot of compliments on them. I was lucky to get a pair on the sneakers app. Actually, I had a friend of mine enter in to get them for me, and he got them for me. So yeah, I gave him a solid. I traded him a pair of Concord Sketch 11 lows for those. So.
Oh, well, yeah, you came up there.
Oh sure. Man, but I mean, like, you know, he wanted 11s. Like, he never specified which 11s he wanted, but he just like, oh, give me a new pair of 11s. I'm like, I got these. So, you know, I just made the swap. I made it real simple.
If he's watching right now, bro, find me.
Oh man, chill out. That's my play. That's my boy. That's my boy over there. Aside from you, I mean, like, aside from you, like, you know, he had my back on those. So I mean, I was grateful. I was highly grateful.
I feel you. Yeah, no, those are super fire. Definitely one of the non-SBs that I'm mad that I've missed this year that I'm hoping I can go back for later this year and get. And as you mentioned, the gold branding on that, unbeatable. Unbeatable.
Absolutely. So
that was kicking.
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say, I mean, speaking of dunks, you know, yeah, that wraps it in kicks of the day and leads us right into fresh out the box, which we're again here we are another episode speaking on the year of the dunk. Year of the dunk continues. You know, we have dunks releasing overseas, in Korea, in Europe only. We got some American releases only as well. So starting off fresh and clean, we got the frame skate Nike SB Habibi. I just love the name Habibi. Like it's such a cultural name now. But this shoe is made up of a white paneling with red overlays. It does utilize the double swoosh. What it looks like to be corduroy, but I think it's just striped.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah.
No. I hope it's corduroy.
I hope it's corduroy. I hope it's corduroy with a double swoosh. So it's a green and white swoosh. I believe the outside one's black, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at a picture right now. I'm just going off of memory.
Yep.
But the laces are really interesting. They are inspired by Keffieh. I think it's Keffieh, which is a traditional headdress of the United Arab Emirates, which the shoe is actually inspired by. It's inspired by the flag of the UAE. So it's a really dope shoe, man. I think it looks cool. Me personally, I do not see myself wearing these, but when I first saw them, I think what really triggered me about them, excuse me, was they kind of look like a Chicago. They kind of look like a Chicago, but mixed with like that of a Sean Witherspoon. So, you know, that's kind of what I got from that. What was your take on them? What you think about them?
I think they're cool. They have so the tongues on each, and one's all black tongue, the other one's an all white tongue, which I think is a cool feature. Anytime you get gum sole, you know me and Kasita are all about the gum sole, so definitely a winner on that. Is it disrespectful if you take out the laces? Does it make it you know, the laces are fire, right? Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to go with all black or all green to make that green swoosh pop, think anybody's gonna give you grief for that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the base of the shoe is the base of the shoe. No, I mean, if you ever planned on getting rid of them, if you doubled up on a pair and then you took the laces out, yeah, I might give you some grief. That's one.
Fair enough. Yep. So we can move on. Going into the second for Year of the Dunk. This one's going to be Sean Sliver, I believe. Sliver, Cliver. He has a Nike SB. This gentleman has worked with Nike SB for a while now. He had the Krampus Dunk High back in 2013. If y'all ever seen the Krampus Christmas movie, I'm sorry you've seen that because it's so bad. Other than that, he worked on the Strange Loves from the beginning of this year, so he's got fire. But yeah, he has another. They're saying it's holiday themed with the colors on this new dunk. It's a dunk low. It's a Nike SB Dunk Low, the shoe of the year, and this one's got all kinds of different colors on it. It's mainly it's got like I want to say light gray, bluish upper on the It's like the Ran. How do you say that? It's like real tough suede, right? So it's like really tough suede. Then you get the white leather. I think where they're getting the holiday inspiration from is the all gold swoosh. It's like a bubbly all gold swoosh on the outside, and then the outsole is essentially a translucent light green, bluish translucent with gold speckle on it. So you look at it, it does kind of like a gold disco ball went off or something around it. But I'm gonna be completely honest, what this looks like to me, it looks like an Aquaman themed dunk. from,
Aquaman.
from his fit to like the water on the outsole and everything, I was just like, man, it just to me, it looks like that was the inspiration behind this shoe. But I do think it's a fire pair. I think it's a cool looking pair. I don't see the holiday inspiration behind it, other than it might be coming out in holiday of 2020. I'm hoping. But what do you think about these?
I'm actually in love with this shoe. This shoe is amazing. I like the light colors about it. I'm not super big about speckle, but I'm a big sucker for a gold swoosh. So I mean that is what really like captivated me the most about the shoe. Um, Aside from that, it's just a yeah the mixed media material about it. I think it might be a true nubuck. If not, that shaggy kind of soft felt texture on the forefoot. That's probably what's most appealing to me and most about the shoe. I like that a lot. So, and, he doesn't miss. Strange Loves were definitely not a miss this year. Probably one of the more highly rated SB dunks of the year. Those dropped in February. So I am looking forward to these. Hopefully, they do drop in holiday 2020. Those are gonna be on the top of my Christmas list, Kicksmas list. So you know where I'm going with this. So
Get a solid like 8.5, 9 out of 10. Those are hard to beat.
yeah, definitely. Let's see what else we got up next. Next up, we got the Slam Jam, Nike SB. Oh, excuse me, not even SB. These are just Nike Dunk Highs. These actually already released on October the 3rd. But it is a nice rendition of a all white shoe. Now, Slam Jam is a big Italian shop, Italian sneaker store shop. This shoe is primarily going to be like a light gray with white panels, white leather panels. Got a tongue logo is inverted actually, which is really interesting. And then they have the translucent midsole and swoosh. And now this pair released for 155 bucks. Now this is just a white pair. They are expecting the black pair to drop at the end of this month as well. So what you think about this, Trey?
Yeah, they have a Slam Jam released in store on the 3rd for 155 for the white pair. They're releasing, they say right now on their website, October 30th for the black pair in store. So if you're in Italy, feel free to hop on over there and pick those up. Otherwise, for me, yeah. So otherwise, I think the one thing that I don't like about this shoe is the translucent midsole. I don't mind so much on the swoosh, but that translucent midsole looks very odd to me. It looks like it's just like a dead space in the middle of the shoe. It's an interesting look. I'm sure there's a reason for the 12 perforated holes underneath the swoosh. I didn't really, I couldn't find too much on why they did that. I'm 100% sure there's a reason. But these aren't something I'm necessarily looking forward to too big to be completely honest with you. The black pair maybe, the white pair absolutely not.
Nah, man, that white pair is killer. I just like white shoes, man. White shoes they're hard, man. They're extra crispy. They're extra mint.
like the Tokyo Japan ones that just came out more, or the Slam Jam all white ones more?
I would probably say the Slam Jams, honestly. Um, you know what? After looking at those anniversary ones, I don't know. It was the tongue for me. Just like with the Atlas SB Dunks, like once you start messing with like certain aspects of the shoe, try to make it a little bit too different.
It only takes one thing to fuck up a whole shoe.
And it's a terrible thing. So sad. Um,
Let's move on to the last one for Year of the Dunk for today's episode.
yeah.
It's going to be Mr. LeBron introduced us to these prior to game one of the finals when he was walking into the arena. Cactus Plant Flea Market back again. So this time they're going to do a Nike Dunk Low. This one, I'm almost 100% sure if you have any sneaker Twitter or anything that you've seen these probably, but these are pretty much fully encrusted in sparkling crystals. The upper, they said it looks like a cream. To me, it kind of looked like a gray, to be completely honest with you. I saw gray. And so we're talking gray, but we're talking really just like the lining of the shoe, the top of the tongue, like the inner lining and stuff like that, because the entire shoe is bedazzled in crystals, the entire thing. So it's wild looking. A little bit of background information. Cynthia Liu is the Cactus Plant Flea Market founder. She worked under Pharrell. She worked on some of the human race stuff, I believe, but she definitely worked with Pharrell and then started Cactus Plant Flea Market in 2015. She's been killing it ever since. I'm sure y'all seen a ton of her gear and stuff at all the shops. But yeah, man, what do you think about these?
For the ladies, yes. For men, I don't think so. This thing is too overdone. This is overkill, in my opinion. It wouldn't matter who made the crystals. It wouldn't change the fact that this is just too many crystals. Wow.
Yeah, like when I first posted about him on Twitter, I had like tagged Swarovski, and I was like, "Is this y'all? Like, y'all do this?"
Yeah, no. So Swarovski, I would have thought that they would be the ones to actually do it. That would have been a way better. But I mean, even with CPFM on it, it doesn't really matter. Of course they put out quality stuff. We've seen their forces throughout the years. But this one, nah, and I don't even think the LeBron cosign would really help with getting me to get these even more. So now if a lady in your life likes these, yeah, I'll try it for them. I'll try to get it for her. But
they sparkle.
Yeah, they sparkle, they twinkle in the light, man. So but for me, no, that's overkill.
Shout out to Cynthia and the Cactus Plant team over there for sure.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I do accept gifts and donations, but I will take those. Yeah. So carrying on from the Year of the Dunk, we have we just want to bring some light to some things that we've seen outside of just the internet. There's a new show on Netflix called Sneakerheads, starring Andrew King Batch. The show is centered around a group of friends, much like Trey and myself, who are on a mission to find what's considered the Nike Zeros, a fictional pair of shoes. But they've run into some shenanigans here and there trying to find these shoes. All in all, it's a fun, quirky kind of slapstick kind of show. There's a lot of cameos in there. Everyone from Jason Mark, Perfect Pair. Who else is in there? John Buscemi's in there.
People that they were like, this is this guy, but it was like a bad actor playing that person, like in real life. And I was like, oh man, that's so bad. That's so wrong of them. But
no, they couldn't get Mark Wahlberg, so they had somebody who played Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, they did like 2 or 3 people like that.
Yeah.
And I had to be like looking somebody up because I know he doesn't look like that. So that's definitely something that caught my eye right off the bat. Quirky is the word to use for it. I don't want to use the word corny. I thought it was decent. I watched all 6 episodes without turning it off, so it must have been decent. There was some pretty good jokes. I think the highlight, and I told you this already, the highlight for me is just the sneaker cameos, right? So every few scenes you see a shoe and you're like, oh, there's the Air Yeezys, or there's some Air Mags or something like that. And just in every scene, it seems like so. It's a little off the wall. They got a lot of like crazy scenarios, obviously, and stuff like that. But it's the first thing that's really opened up like a reality, not a reality show, but like a real series on what shoes actually are. You know, we've seen documentary after documentary, but like this feels way different now that it's like a show and they're putting a backstory to it and there's a plot and stuff like that.
Yeah, the sitcom kind of, would you even say sitcom? Yeah, I guess it's a sitcom. Like the sitcom kind of aspect to it, it makes you want to say corny, but it's more quirky and everything. You know, there's more character. Devin, you know, the protagonist, you know, fighting his own demons with like trying to like be a father and have like a shoe life. And then, you know, you got Nori, who's the plug. Stevie? Is her name Stevie? Stevie. Yeah, Stevie Kicks, who that was really cool. You know, they had a plug. And it was really cool. Some of her like clientele, Swaggy P came on there. You know, it's like, oh, dang, you just sell to anybody, huh? So it was really cool to see that. Who was that dorky kind of kid who just joined the crew randomly because he had a pair of fake shoes, a pair of fake like Stan Smiths. He had bought a pair.
Right. So you talking about the Asian kid that like? Have you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, no, I watched the whole thing. It wasn't the Asian kid. I was talking about the white kid that they hung out with.
Oh, the dude she ended up falling for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or whatever happened there.
Yeah. So you see like a cheesy kind of love story intertwined with everything like that. Yeah, you know, all in all, I just enjoyed looking at the shoes. It was really nice to see that.
It was cool seeing LA in the whole thing, and it was a cool experience to watch it. What could make it better? The way it ended, there's got to be a season 2. I do think enough people have watched it to where they'll absolutely have a season 2 on Netflix. The only thing I think that would make it better is if they had the Creased podcast on one of these episodes.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh, you know, they can throw us into the intro. They can throw us in like an intermission in the episode. You know, somebody has to just mention us and just be like, oh yeah,
Devin on the pod.
Oh yeah, I'll be more than happy to have Devin and King Bash on the pod. You know, bring the rest of them too. You know, it'd be cool to just get everybody here and we can talk sneakers for a couple hours. So,
yeah,
yes,
sir.
All in all, what would you rate it? Would you recommend it to a friend? How would you rate it? Would you recommend it to a friend?
I would recommend it to a friend that enjoys our show, a friend that enjoys sneakers and stuff. Nobody that's like not into sneakers is watching this.
That's true. I think they even said that. I think they said that.
And but it's made a lot of noise. I've seen it on Twitter a lot and stuff like that, and they've been promoting the hell out of it. You know, they were in that top 10 spot on Netflix for a little while. So good job. I'm not mad at them. Would I recommend it to a friend? I would let them know that I watched it fully.
Yeah. I like that answer.
I don't watch many shows at all. So like the fact that I got all the way through it, it's saying something, I promise.
Right on. We'll be waiting for that cameo in season 2 of Sneakerheads on Netflix. What we got up next, Trey?
All right. So next up, we already talked about some dunks. So next up, we're gonna talk about some Euro releases. So we have 3 different shoes here that have all been released already or about to be released, but they have no U.S. dates yet. So we're gonna talk about these 3. Keep in mind, all this information we're giving you, Euro only right now, only in Europe, not in the United States. So first one, I have a feeling you're going to like this one, the Nike SB Air Trainer 1 Chlorophyll. So this is a retro of an OG. As far as I'm aware and what they said, the only thing that changed, like the only thing was there's black leather where there's black suede where there was leather. So you love this shoe?
You know I love this shoe, Trey. You know I love this shoe, man. Oh man, I think this was one of the first pairs of shoes that made me fall in love with sneakers. With the Air Trainer 1 in particular. Still yet to ever own a pair. But man, dude, when I started seeing like the images surface of these online, that's when I was like, okay, let me dive in a little bit deeper and figure out how to get my hands on these, but only to realize that they are Euro releases. I think they did do a small release here at a local skate shop because this is an SB edition. So were available at Orange Label accounts. They did have one raffle here in the stateside, but worldwide release, so far they don't have one. So I'll probably be waiting on the more set out release for these, but I definitely love these. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. What you think about them?
You got to be special if you got these already, because most of these were overseas already, and these released on the 3rd overseas. So I'm sure some pairs have made it over here already via resale markets and whatnot. Surprisingly, I do like these a bit. The green, I'm not usually like if there's a green, I want it to be a lot of green. So the fact there's just a little bit of that light, like Nickelodeon green on it is interesting, but I didn't like the chlorophyll 3s when they came out, and I'm not a huge fan of the colorway. Shoe, I have no queries with the shoe. Nope.
Hey man, it's such a beautiful shoe. All in all, I can't believe you just don't ride with it, man. When I think of sneakers, this is like a sneaker. This is a shoe. Like you can do everything in this shoe. Shoe was built for outdoor use. So
do everything in this shoe.
Say it again.
Do everything in this shoe right here.
Oh, what shoe? Yeah, no, the chlorophyll.
One, the chlorophyll.
Oh yeah, no, that is a sneaker. Like that is what I imagine. Those go with jeans, they'll go with shorts, those go with your jersey, they'll go with like everything. They're perfect.
You go in the trash where I need to go, but we're gonna move on. So Atmos released a Adidas Superstar on the 3rd as well for $130. This is from the Crazy Animal Pack. They've released, Atmos has done a few of these. They did a ZX 8000. They did a couple other Adidas, but they have done this Crazy Animal Pack before. I do believe it's 5 or 6 prints on it. So it's your basic Superstar, not your basic Superstar. It looks like a basic Superstar, but you get different blockings of print, right? So you get near the toe, you get the giraffe, you get the leopard, tiger, giraffe. Along the tongue, you get black snakeskin and stuff. So it is just a medley of animal prints on this one. I do think it's a pretty solid shoe, to be completely honest with you, for $130 compared to some of the crazy animal prints we've seen. What's your take on these?
Nah, you already know. You already know these are.
I should have known.
Just boo-boo, man. These are absolute trash, man. Atmos has the potential to do so much better. I still think what were the other ones that they released not too long ago? The all yellow joints, the neon yellow or neon green ones with the fuzz on the out. Those ones are even better than these. But when it comes to their best animal print ever, you already know it's gonna be these right here. Come on, you can't top this. Okay. I don't know what they were thinking about going the Adidas route and just try to. I mean, okay. I could probably understand it. But
what don't you understand about that?
I probably understand. They put it on their most iconic shoe, just like they put it on their Air Max 1. You know, they try to aim for their most iconic shoe. It just wasn't executed well, in my opinion. They could have picked a different silhouette. Maybe, like you said, ZX 8000. Those would have been good. A top 10 would have been good. Maybe even an Ultra Boost would have been nice as well. But, with this, and they didn't even touch the toe cap. Like, I understand, like, Superstar, don't touch the toe cap. Like, that's the most iconic part. You got to leave it alone. No. Like, they have 5 panels on there. You could have easily just different. Man, you know what? I'm done.
Nope, you're just a big ass hater.
Nah. You like these?
Yeah, these are tight.
Get the hell up out of here. All right, that was been episode 22, guys. Obviously, Trey on that shit today. So
I had a feeling we were going to be split on those, so I'm interested to see what you think about this third one. Also, a European release only so far. Another shoe that's retroing out, but the Asics Gellight 3 OG. This is the orange and color purple way. It's primarily mesh on the front of the shoe, and you get leather panels throughout the rest of it. We don't have to talk a ton about this shoe. I think the one thing I think of when I look at this shoe is like the old school Phoenix Suns jerseys. That's just what the shoe brings me back to every time I see it. But this is not something I'm pulling for 120 on at all.
Stupid. Nah, these are hard. I like these. How come you do not like these, Trey? Yeah, go ahead, leave, Trey. I'll take over from here because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. These ones are hard. These ones are hard. I just love it because they have that nice cream base. They have the orange and purple accents. It just all blends together very well. Just like you said, it does have those type of properties that may remind you of a old school Phoenix Sun uh, colorway. But all in all, I think this is a perfect shoe. Um, Again, these are one of those Kicksmas gifts that that you just right towards the bottom. That's a little bit more achievable for all of us to grab, but you know yeah, no, these are hard. I don't know why you're sleeping on these, man. Everybody in Europe right now, if you're watching, all my European fans, I wear size 12. So I do accept gifts and donations or PayPal invoices. So I'll let your boy.
There you go. Yeah. So those came out on the 6th overseas. So I do expect to see those over here on asics.com though very soon. I would keep an eye out for that. If you go to the website, I did check today. They're not on there currently, but there are a ton of Asics Gellight 3 OGs on there currently in a bunch of cool colorways. So go check that out. But that is the last of our European releases. So we got one more topic and fresh out the box before we jump into order confirmed. What would an episode be without Mr. West? So Kanye back again. So we talked about this last week. He did change up some of the names due to a little bit of backlash he got from the few different communities. But we are going to explain. He changed 6 names on some of his holiday releases. Do you want to read these off for us?
Yeah, starting off with the Quantums, Ophania has now changed into teal blue. For the 350s, the Abez are now the naturals. The Yashir are the fades. The Elidia are the sand top. And then for the 700 version 3s, the what is that? The Surfa, man, he needs to come
Tough.
up with
That one was tough. I didn't even know.
Surf, the Surf, now the Safflowers and the Armelia. Yeah, Armelia are now the Clay Browns. Um, yeah, no, those are all a mouthful to pronounce. I don't know why he goes with these difficult ass names. No disrespect if it holds power to any deity or any religious background. They're just kind of hard to pronounce, minus the whole Abez or Abiz. But of course, now he's going with the names of what is going to be on the box because that's exactly what it sounds like they're going to be. Um, Man, I'm looking forward to those. Looking forward to see what he makes of those. I think the teal blues are the teal blue quantums are probably going to be the hot ticket. But I think we're going to discuss those a little bit later. We're just going to run right into order confirm real quick. We discussed this on a couple episodes ago with just one pair in particular. But these are the Pharrell Adidas Human Race NMDs, the extra eye pair. This first released on the network app a couple of weeks back. That would be the orange, aqua, and pink pair. Now there's also an addition of a new pair, which is the purple, white, and aqua. They released on October 2nd for $220. Trey, what's your take on these?
I've been a huge fan of the Human Race line. I love a lot of them. My problem is that I like a lot of the basic ones, to be honest with you. I like a lot of just two-toned ones and stuff like that. So these got a little bit of a lot going on for me. Yeah, the orange pair I would rock first, but neither of them are on my list for over $200.
Man, gifts and donations, of course.
Yeah, absolutely gifts and donations. Big one on that one, but I mean, you think it's a flip? You try for the flip, right?
I would not try for no. Everything for me is for the toe. You know me. Everything I get is for the toe. The orange and cream pair would probably be mostly for my toe. The purple pair I probably leave behind. Even considering I love the color purple, the orange ones are really hot. So those would be the only ones I push for. But I think they're sold out right now. So maybe a re-release and we can shoot for it.
We can talk. Yep. All right. So that's for real. And Adidas 10-2 for 220 is when those dropped. So next up is another shoe we got just came out this past week. Vans and MoMA. So the Museum of Modern Art. They got a collab. We love our Vans. So they've been popping this year. So we definitely got to talk about this collab. They got with Museum of Modern Art, and they have 3 artists that they're displaying for this time. So Salvador Dali, Claude Monet, and Vasily Kandinsky. I believe. Don't get me lying. I've been to a lot of museums, but then I'll tell you.
It's Vasily Kandinsky.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. So, yeah. So they did a different shoe and merch for a specific painting, right? So Salvador Dali's was The Persistence of Memory 1931. They did that on the Vans Old School Twist. Monet's Water Lilies was on the Authentic, and Vasily's Orange 1923 was on the Vans Slip On. They also did a set just for the museum, but it's more or less like the checkered board pattern with just wild colors throughout. So definitely shows off how artistic the museum is and everything. But these are super, super fire collab. Which do you have any favorites here?
Man, yeah, if I'm gonna rank them, I'm gonna do Claude Monet's, Salvador Dali's, and then Kandinsky's in that order. I think I'm a little biased when it comes to that, considering that I'm a big authentic fan whenever it comes to Vans. And anything that has laces, I think we've already discussed this before, laces versus slip-ons. Not to say that the Kandinsky shoes are not bad. I mean, it would have been better on a different pair of Vans, maybe a skate high. But like you said there, you said there's more coming out later. They're set to drop with more artists, 4 more artists coming up pretty soon here. So, probably keep my eyes peeled. But how about you take them? What's your ranking?
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling we're gonna see some more bangers in November when they drop those other 4 for sure. These came out on the 30th, and the merch goes with it very well. Like they match the merch up. It looks pretty fire. And you actually buy all this stuff on Vans.com, on the museum's website.
Mhm.
I thought there was a third place too, but you can buy it. You can. These are available right now still. So if you haven't got them, definitely go check them out. My particular ranking would definitely they'd be right along with yours, and it has a lot to do exactly with what you said as far as the model being a preference for me. That Authentic is by far the best, and like to be honest with you, if someone showed me that shoe right off the bat and they didn't say what the background was to it, I might even think that it was a woman's only situation. You match up the painting right next to the shoe, you're like, woo, those things pop for sure. So I expect those to sell out eventually, but I hope I can get a pair prior.
Definitely. Yeah. Give some donations, y'all. Give some donations.
Those came out on the 30th. We got a different museum modern art shoe we'll talk about next week with the gentleman we're not referring to on this week episode.
Last but not least, to wrap up order confirmed, we have the second part of the OG meets OG from Reebok. This is going to be a question mid. This is Allen Iverson meets James Harden on this particular shoe. This is the OG meets OG question mid. It's a primarily silver shoe with red and blue accents, and I believe red piping as well. The shoe released on October 1st for $150 on the Reebok website. I'm sure they're pretty gone by now, considering that the first pair sold out pretty quickly. This shoe is inspired by the Rockets colors whenever AI actually played them back in the early 2000s. So, Trey, what's your take on these?
Yeah, so the day before they dropped, got a notification via Reebok. I'm just like the website member, I'm nothing special with Reebok. And I definitely got access the day prior to them coming out to check those. And I did check them before we taped, bro. They are still out there in all sizes. So you can definitely get them on Reebok.com right now. Along with if you missed these, I'm sorry, but the Gru collab, the Minions and Reebok collab, there's a Gru shoe out there, and it does come in men's sizes. They know they were just supposed to make that in children's sizes, but that is also still out there. It's a very interesting shoe. If you're on there looking at these Harden question mids, you can like scroll over them or something. They're very interesting to look at, but don't buy them. These are really tight though. The ones we're talking about right now, these Harden question mids, because it's very much an old school Rockets colorway to me. They really use the silver and the pinstripe blue jerseys and put that on the majority of the shoe. And like you said, you get the red piping with the blue inner lining with the stripes on that. It's hard to beat, bro. For me, it's like the same situation as the first one, Noah, where it's like it has not nostalgic value, but it has like, it has value to it just because, Harden I love the AI line, stuff like that. So the fact that I could wear it with Rockets gear and stuff like that, it makes sense.
Yeah. It if it doesn't bring you back to your childhood, then I don't know what else it would do for you. Um, the shoe itself is, I mean, of course, it's not like one of those must cop, unless you have AI jerseys surrounded by you, or you have James Harden jerseys, or even Steve Francis or Yao Ming jerseys, Katino Mobley jerseys. You know what I'm saying? So like, unless you have like some of those just like laying around and ready to cop, or excuse me, ready to rock, then of course go ahead and cop these shoes. But all in all, great for Reebok to bring out a second part on this. Waiting to see how they can flip this, and maybe they can do a San Diego State for James Harden alma mater. Something different. Georgetown, that'd be a dope one too. So yeah, we're waiting to see part 3, part 4, part 5, however many they go into. Congratulations, Reebok.
That Kelvin Cato jersey.
We want our money back, though. We want our money back. And that actually wraps up order confirmed. So your order is officially being confirmed. Go ahead and break us into tracking order, Trey. What we got up first?
Yeah, tracking order. So I know you're a big fan of this shoe. This is not one for me. The Nike Air Raid is back again. This is 10/8, so October 8th. We'll be seeing these for $140. I think they're on the sneakers app already, but this shoe is going to be primarily black. Is this like a top shoe for you this year or anything?
Bro, man, this shoe's just so nostalgic to me. I just as we were just discussing that Harden Reebok question, this one in particular is just all around nostalgic. Man, these used to sell on the shelf back in the day. I really wanted them. They were so hard to me, especially not this particular colorway that's coming out on the 8th, which is just the black and like black and grayish colorway, but the urban jungle colorway, dog. I know they're going to bring them out with a whole collection. Those we're going to discuss that on a later episode, but just having a pair of them will make me happy. So I am looking forward to these to dropping on the 8th for $140 on the sneakers app. What about you, man? I know you say you don't really like them, but
I love straps. So I like my straps on my shoes. I'm gonna ask you a question though. These or the chlorophylls from earlier?
Oh God.
I had a feeling I would, break you out in a sweat on that one, bro.
It's not too much. I'm not dripping sweat, but I mean, off top, I probably have to say the chlorophylls, because the chlorophylls is what like made me go in my back pocket and like, all right, I'm purchasing this. You know what I'm saying? So, but the Air Raids will still always have a special place in my heart. I really just love that shoe so much. I think with the close, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of looks like the same. With the close inspiration that it has to the Aqua 8s, which were also another pair of those, my first pair of Air Jordans. So, with that, like, as a centerpiece, that helps me like want them even more. So I mean, they were released around the same year too. I think 93 with the Air Raids, 92 with the 8s. So I mean, it's all combined together. It's all cohesive. So that's what I like about it.
Very true. They're very nice. Once again, that is on the 8th for $140. The Nike Air Raid in all black with a little bit of gray on them. So moving on, we got the Yeezy Quantum. We've talked about this one a little bit this episode. This is coming out on the 10th for $250. This is the teal blue colorway. As we'd mentioned fresh out the box earlier, you can go back and check that out. But these were the Ophaniums. So originally the Ophaniums, these are now the teal blues. As Kasita mentioned, these are probably the bangers for the rest of the year. They debuted All-Star Weekend, and we have been waiting ever since. How do you feel about these?
I can't wait, man. Can't wait. I got a couple buddies I talked to online as well. They are waiting for these two. I got some straight Yeezy heads, like straight Yeezy. They don't cop nothing else. But my friends are really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to these as well. I wouldn't mind making this my first pair of Quantum. So, we'll just wait and see. I really don't like to play around in that that Yeezy supply lobby or the Adidas app confirmed lobby. Oh, what is a lobby? Like, what does that even mean? I'm like, there's a very tight space for have a upwards to 100,000 people, 200,000 people online all at once. I'm like, all right, how do I know it's my turn? Like, and then the bots. So yeah, all in all, I will be looking forward to these $250, October 10th, Adidas.
Yeah, no, I'll be there. Check out all the raffles. I'm gonna do what I can to get those for sure. 250, I think.
Clocking in on those. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep the blue streak going. We got the Jordan 3 Blue Cements releasing on the same date, which is October 10th, via the Sneakers app for $190. We did mention these a couple episodes back. Fresh out the box, I believe they were a European release or overseas release only first, and then they came out stateside this time around. I kind of compared them to the DJ Khaled "We the Best." What is it? The "We the Best" or the Father of Assad?
Talked about these on the holiday release episode. Yeah, when we were talking about the holiday releases. That's right.
So, I think I compared these to the Father of Assad type of kind of look. So
you're 100% right on that.
I'm still not excited about these at all. The red cements I also wasn't excited about, so I don't care if we bring them out in blue. It's not going to attract me even more. Trey, what's your take on these, man?
I love them. I love them a lot. I think they're
Oh,
very. I have a ton of this blue already, but yeah, no, I love them. I love threes, and this works for me. I didn't like the red ones, which is crazy. It seems weird that I don't like the all red ones, but these all blue ones, I don't know. I fuck with it.
now you trash, bro. I cannot believe you like these. So they're gonna be bricks. You don't even have to enter a reservation for these. You can just walk in the release date.
Rocking chlorophylls down the street. You're gonna tell me my blue cements are trash, but
Chlorophylls are hard. Chlorophylls are hard. I know for sure they're hard.
where's
Moisture spread.
bio trash to go pick up the chlorophylls?
Oh my gosh, here we go again. Oh my god, Trey, why you always gotta come for my collection, Trey? I hate you. $190, October 10th, Blue Cements. Don't get them.
Don't get them so I can get them. That's the only
Don't
reason.
get them at all because they're awful. Let JB learn a lesson that they can't just release whatever the hell they want to release.
We're teaching JB lessons this week. That's what we're doing.
That's what we got to do. But they're about to teach me a lesson with this 4 release they dropping too.
Last week, and now we're teaching MJ lessons this week. So we can get on to this last one. Also a Jordan. This is going to be the Jordan 4, currently still listed on 10/10 the same day as the Blue Cements. I would assume one of those might change, might get pushed back a day, but they might release them on the same day. This is the Jordan 4 PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, the soccer club. These are going to be released for $225. We've seen a Jordan 1 and a Jordan 5, both of which coming in like a primarily black with red and white detailing. These much different. They're black and white primarily, but you do get the like magenta throughout the inner midsole and like the lace locks and stuff. So I do think they're pretty cool. I think I like the 5s a little bit more, to be completely honest with you. But I do like these more than I like the 1s.
Okay, I will agree with you over the 1s. Even though I love all black 1s, I just love 1s, period. But nah, the 4s. The 4s are these are probably the best. So that magenta-ish color is actually Bordeaux. It's actually wine. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, Jordan 4 horror. I love Jordan 4s up and down every day. So these will be the ticket for 10/10. So for 10/10, it's going to be the PSG 4s, Quantums, and then that should be it. So
PSG 4s over the Quantums?
Over the Quantums. Yeah, even over the Quantums.
It's over.
I look, man, $250, dog. I mean, okay, what's $25? But still, man, it's a Jordan 4. I love Jordan 4s, like Jordan 4 horror, dog. I love Jordan 4s. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to try for those first.
Yeah, well, that's going to wrap up this episode. We appreciate y'all watching. That was episode 22. As always, we remind you to please subscribe to our YouTube. You can do that down below right now. You can also go to Instagram, follow us there. Twitter has all different content throughout, so we definitely try to switch it up. So please, please, please go check us out everywhere. We really appreciate all the support.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you made it this far in the episode, that means we love you and we appreciate you. Yeah, man. We love you, man. We appreciate all the time and the support along the way. Yeah, it's been episode 22. We've done this for 22 weeks. We can't wait to go on for the rest of our sneaker careers. So, in due time, man, hopefully we bring out something fresh and clean for episode 23. We gotta go big for 23. 23 is just not a number; it's a lifestyle. So,
let us know in the comments below what y'all want to see for episode 23. That is a big one. You're right.
Definitely. Right. Yeah, no, don't forget to comment, like, and share on all of our Instagram posts. We work super hard on those as well. Comment on your favorite kick of the day. And comment about your favorite portion of the episode. You can comment here on YouTube. You can comment IG, Facebook, wherever you see us. I would love to hear from y'all. But
someone be nice and tell Kasita that the chlorophylls look nice, so he's not feeling bad and like the only person wearing them, please.
Somebody remind Trey that you don't have to buy blue cement Jordan 3s. That's why they made the white ones, and that's why they made the black ones.
Of course, that's why they made the white ones.
Okay, all right. Hoochies. But until next time, ain't no half stepping around here, Trey, and we will see y'all for episode 23. Peace.